fine. Probably going to be a little bit unfortunate because there's probably not what our blue Terran player in the lower left hand corner of the map is hoping for, Liquid Bunny. But probably quite exciting for our red Zerg player Jona in the upper right. And why is that? Well, cross spawns are really, I feel, so I mean the spawn on this map is kind of a coin flip. So Bunny, horizontal spawns generally favour Terran because the pushing ability is just insane. Although it can be very good for Zerg if they do some kind of early all-in, but that just means that Terrans know that, so they generally open in a bit safer, take their third base a bit slower, etc, etc. Vertical is really good for dropping, etc, and also still very good for kind of pushing upwards, because you just kind of control this tower and keep on pushing forwards, and you can take the gold base very easily, as a Terran as well, for your third. But cross spawns, you don't really want to take a gold, you probably want to take this base as the third. It's very hard to use, it's almost impossible to kind of rally push across the map. You've got to make sure you hold both watchtowers. There's actually quite a few attack paths around the map. Kind of in the same direction, but slightly different each time. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. I definitely think this is a good one for the Zerg, and it's a very large map when you do spawn on cross. So we'll see how this goes, as we're just going to wait and see. Some Bunny scouting around right now, comes in, sees nothing on this natural in the bottom right. He's actually just going to pull his SCV back and allow the Reaper to do the rest of the scouting here, which just means that he's actually going to spot his opponent in the last position he checks, as he's going to go up towards the upper left right now. What is a Steam giveaway? Because we are doing a Steam giveaway for our next, for when we hit 20 subs. A Steam giveaway is when we hit 20 subs, we'll raffle off a Steam game of about €10 or something around there to our subscribers. So it's an incentive to subscribe, basically. As the first Reaper comes up to this top left corner, sees no Zerg player, and now we'll head towards that top right. He saw the Overlord, so he knows he didn't just miss it in the bottom right, I think, at this point. And third Reaper on the way as well. Wow, interesting. So, I mean, I guess we don't see Inferno pools very much, but I guess 3 Reapers is a pretty okay way to open. I guess there's a few ways into the main and out of the main as well, so I guess 3 Reapers is kind of understandable here. If Reaper finally gets here, going to start getting some damage onto a drone, and Jona going to start pulling this away. And the more drones he can damage here, the easier it will be to pick off 1 or 2 of them a little bit later once the extra Reapers come and join up. We did see a couple of Zerglings sneak out onto the map. They're not continue to head across though, now they are. And they might be able to delay this command center just a little bit here. It's going to be very close. They might not make it there in time though. So yeah, we'll see as these couple of Zerglings head across. We do have these Reapers being very annoying up here so far. I don't think they actually killed anything yet though. And good control by Bunny and Jona as that Reaper escapes on 1 hit point, and finally 1 drone gets killed off here. But coming back with the other Reaper here, but he's going to get killed by a drone! Ah, the drones killed the Reaper. Did he kill 2 Reapers? No, one of them got away. But only 1 Reaper left. We also have these Lings over here as well, so Bunny is a little bit distracted here, losing SCVs. Things are all over the place right now. So he only lost 1 Reaper, so he only made 2 in the end. He didn't actually end up making the third, he cancelled it. This Reaper getting away there, he actually got 4 kills into it. He's killed 4 workers all of a sudden. Bunny, all of a sudden things are happening left, right and centre, and now he's going to try and come back in. And I wonder if he killed the drone which killed the Reaper. Has he just killed another one? He just got another drone. Wow, 5 worker kills with 2 Reapers, loses 1 of them, keeps the other alive. A great start here for our Terran, in all honesty. Oh, he does lose that Reaper, so that's a little bit of a shame. I really want to know if he just killed the drone. No, there it is. This is the drone, which is a hero. He actually killed a Reaper. Not every day you see a drone kill a Reaper without getting a full surround on it, so that's pretty cool. As Hellion production has begun, so I mean, Bunny going to stabilize back at home, and he's got a third command center down. All of this information which Jona did see with his initial Zergling, so he knows what's up, he knows exactly what he's playing against. It's a very standard 3cc build from Bunny. As his Hellion count starts to increase, he'll start to move out onto the map and see what he can get up to. Probably will only make 5 Hellions. He made 1 Hellion without reactor because he didn't want to, because he had to get it out nice and quickly to deter the first 2 Zerglings, which were doing a little bit of annoying work, killing off a worker or 2. His Hellions just moving across the map, and whoa, he's not paying a lot of attention here, and he actually does lose 1 of these Hellions. Really nice surround there by Jona, perfectly executed on that Hellion, and 1 of the Hellions does fall. Double barracks being added on right now. Probably will see double engineering bay at some point in the fairly near future, and that second gas coming up now as well, as these Hellions just poke. See that third base coming up, and the Queens for Jona starting to push the creep towards that third base to help defend it here. There's 4 Hellions in total will be putting some light pressure onto it. Double engineering bay down to start, a little bit behind the double evolution chamber, and again both players just going to be heading into these upgrades here in the first few minutes of the game. So heading towards the 10-minute mark, and both players are just playing pretty standard for now. Not really too much to talk about. As we see these Hellions continue to try and move forward, see if they can get anything done, see if they can pick off a creep tumor or two. And creep for now will just continue to push forwards here. So again, Bunny not seeing an opportunity to kill off any of those, and again just letting this creep be pushed forward by Jona, starting to move his third command center onto this base. Not going to take the gold again. The gold's a little bit far away. It's a little bit different, I guess, if you're playing vertical, obviously, because you can, the Zerg doesn't really come towards this, but this gold is quite far away from your natural, and very close to for the Zerg to kind of run towards. So just going to take the safer third base here, and I mean, marine production has started. We see extra barracks added on. Starport is up and it's going on to a reactor now as well. And everything is looking good for Bunny. Bane's coming in for Jona as well. Lair's about to finish, about halfway done. So I mean, overall, both of these guys just going to be playing pretty passively here at the start. A couple of creep tumors getting cancelled, and Bunny just going to continue moving around with these Hellions as they do just dodge around again, looking for creep tumor here or there, if possible, slow down the creep as much as they can. But apart from that, not really too much else to say. Armory's coming up, so 2-2 can start nice and quickly. And Jona going to be able to pop down his Spire in the fairly near future as well, I would imagine. There's a few Zerglings get started up in that production tab, and there's a fourth base also coming down to the gold, which is kind of expected once the creep starts getting over there. It's not too bad for a Zerg to defend these four bases, and I imagine the fourth base for Bunny will also be at this gold expansion at whenever he decides to take that fourth, which won't be for a little while here, probably about the 16 to 18 minute mark before we see a fourth base coming up. No real need to get a fourth base sooner for Terran. Whereas Zerg, it's nice for them to have that extra gas income, and it's also nice for them to have that extra little bit of production. As first Overlord here, going to take a little bit of damage. Could be transfused here by Jona if you would like to. A little bit late to respond to it though, pulling his Queens back into position a little bit too slow. He does have some banelings out. No baneling speed just yet. That lair didn't finish too long ago. And Bunny just using this first push with these first two medevacs to clear out the creep here a little bit. And takes down every single active tumor. A lot of queens still alive though. And that means they can rebuild these creep tumors very quickly. Not morphing these Hellions into Hellbats, which is interesting. That could definitely help him out in terms of a fight here. Looks as though he just wants to keep the mobility of this army around though. And sees some Overlord spreading out. Pneumatized Carapace finished. And he's going to spot this gold base. So Bunny coming over here will see this gold base is up and immediately lifts up. He's going to try and deny this. Units are already going to start moving towards, or no, I think Jona doesn't realise it, so just starts moving towards this now with his units. Hellions on the high ground could get a big shot on those Zerglings. They're so clumped up, and in fact they still are as they start to come in. Fourth base gets killed off here, and Jona unfortunately loses his gold as Mutalisks do start in the production tab. 2-2. A similar timing for both of these players, and the next real step for both of these guys, well for Bunny, is just going to be to kind of pick up and leave for now with this army, but okay, nothing really happening. He's actually still been very annoying. These units keep getting kind of pulled out of position with the high ground. He's going to get another queen. I don't think he should get the hatchery again. He's going to get into a very abusive position and kill off so many of these Zerglings trading so efficiently here, and he's continuing to rally across, so he's actually got more and more army continuing to come across here right now. And he's just taking down everything. Mutas are continuing to die, and Jona is just losing so much. Banelings continuing to fall as well. Drone cancels that fourth base, and a couple of Banelings which are passing by this drop get picked off as well. And Jona has just lost so much. And Bunny, look at this, just a constant stream of units coming across the map and convening on this high ground here. As Bunny going to drop a mine in position to deny any further drones from taking that fourth base. Jona going to give up on the gold base and come towards this right hand side, the 3 o'clock position. As Bunny will back off here for a couple of moments. As 2-2 is about to finish, no point taking an engagement before that happens, just in case the Zerg's 2-2 is a little bit ahead of his own, which it's pretty evenly timed. The +2 melee is a bit faster, but the +2 carapace is exactly the same. So Bunny just going to pull back a couple of moments and regroup, and now move across once again. And might try and go towards this other fourth base, which you must suspect is kind of on the way up, right? Because this mine is on the gold, so he sees no fourth base there. So you can at least assume that as drilling claws has finished these mines, but very quickly. First mine shot was pretty big there, hitting a lot of marines as well, though. but Jona just loses so much. Now he comes forward with these Balins off of creep though. Bunny gonna have to split, and he's splitting very, very well, and these Balins really don't get the connections they need to get, and he's gonna be pushed back once again here. And Jona, the real problem with this base is down here, it's so far away from any of his creeps, so if he wants to defend his fourth, he really does have to fight off of creep, and we just saw that doesn't end too well for him usually. So Jona's starting to mind he has this fourth base is finally about to finish up. Bunny with his own fourth command center going to be finishing shortly, again expecting that to float over towards this gold base. And again, that'll help him push towards this right hand side of the map, where he is going to be looking to try and deny that fourth at some point in the near future. Some more Banelins coming in for Jona right now, plus one Carapace coming up for the Mutalisks. Again, not too many Mutalisks in this game, only 8, very similar number to what we saw Snoot playing with earlier. As he tries to take this gold base as well, he's aware that there's mines here, so he's going to clean that out. And Bunny, as he sees the Mutas to the top right, is beginning to move towards the right hand side. So Scan comes down again, just cleaning a little bit of creep here and there. Doesn't want to move too far forward, doesn't want to engage into this army before he's really ready to. And Jona just continue to move around, continue to fight for this watchtower control, and continue to try and establish his creep in this position. Is he going to try and take a fight here? Mines are set up, and the first mine hits do quite a bit of damage. But Bunny, has he got enough here to really fight this? I don't think so. I think he's going to be turned away, and Jona's going to be able to pick off a medevac as it retreats as well. And he actually evens up the supplies here. Bunny, with a lot of minerals in the bank, needs to get those spending, as he's finally got his gold base ready to roll as well. So I mean, the economy's still looking great for Bunny, but Jona's also getting his gold base up as his 5th base right now. So Bunny, he's been concentrating a lot towards this right hand side, hasn't been towards the top side of the map for quite some time. As he pushes over here, he's actually going to be able to clean up these Zerglings, actually keeps that one Marine on the watchtower alive and sends that drop northbound once again. But a lot of units coming towards the south side, and mine hit goes off on a lot of the Zerglings just before it gets sniped down, which is a little bit unfortunate, as this drop's still around and will get cleaned up here in a few moments. These units going to come south and once again fight for watchtower control. Map control important for both of these players right now, as Bunny is pretty much unspotted to this right hand side. There's drops still flying along the top side, distracting the Mutalisks. Units starting to come back into position to deal with Bunny's army, which is clean and creep once again towards the right, and he is moving towards the 4th base of Jona now, and looking for an opportunity to come in and fight here. As a 4 continue to move forward as well. Marauders stemming forwards also looking to see if they can snipe down this base, but Jona, he's just going to come in, he's going to go for the engagement. Lings are surrounding, there's a lot of medevacs though. Lings on their own just can't clean out this army. He needs the Banelins to come in, but Banelins on Marauders is not going to be efficient. He's going to lose the 4th base, and now he comes in, now he's going to take the fight. Another couple of mines start to burrow, and Bunny's splitting away at the last moment here, and oh, huge mine hits, cleaning out a lot of the Zerg. And only really Mutalisks left, enough Mutalisks to probably take this down. Did we just see every single medevac die? Every single medevac, I think, just got blown up by the mines. Wow. So, I mean, the mines went huge there. Not only killing off the Zerg, but a lot of the Terran as well. You can see resources lost, things definitely favouring Bunny, but that is why Jona is up on 80 drones. You're expecting him at this point in the game to kind of be a bit behind on resources lost, to be kind of looking to try and, you know, have the better economy and just fight one fight and then remax and clean up with kind of the remax a little bit faster than Bunny remaxes, basically. Bunny 30 supply ahead though, moving forward. Jona does have a bank to spend, and he's finding it feels as though he's got an opportunity going towards an infestation pit here. So that infestation pit on the way, creep tumors will be able to keep on pushing forwards here unless Bunny cleans them up. A few Marauders going to lead this charge, as a few Bins get sniped off before they can connect with anything there, and a couple of 4s as well makes this a very scary army to fight into with Mutalisks. A couple of Marines coming towards this 4th base once again, which has been re-established, cleaned up very easily by a few Zerglings. And Bunny continue to rally over there as Mutas head towards this gold base, but just as the 4 is coming in, and that is a little bit of unfortunate timing, although it looks as though he'll be able to just take that 4 down no problem. 4 was moved around across the map, but Jona going to sacrifice his gold base to be able to do this, but will take down Bunny's gold base at the same time. Not sure how much Bunny cares about that, because he does have the base to the 9 o'clock now, so he's got another base set up. I mean, having the gold is nice, but it's not essential, but he looks as though he might keep it alive anyway. SCV's coming in to repair, and these Marines, they're starting to trade off against these Mutalisks, and they're doing a great job, and they forced them away. Jona stayed a little bit too long there, a little bit longer than he was welcomed for, and now Bunny in a great position because he keeps his gold alive. He's got the 9 o'clock alive. He's going to come in with a drop towards the natural, and Jona has nothing in position at all. Everything's positioned towards this right hand side. The Muta's even down to the south as well, and as he starts to unload, there's going to be some good damage done by the Danish Terran player. Marines unload, Stim will come down, And or you're just going to trade off a lot of these drones here as Lings do start to run in. But as the Lings run in, it means Bunny's going to find an opportunity to move in towards this right hand side again. Good splitting of the units though by Jona. Mutila's chasing down the medevac and they're going to be able to clean it up. But at the same time, does he have enough to be able to deal with this army which is approaching the 4th base once again? Here we go, a huge amount of Ling Bane starting to move forward, but then he moves back, deciding not to go into this fight. And feeling as though you just cannot run into this from one angle. And he's going to go again now. Mutas are here as well to help out. The Baneling's connecting against everything in the front. But is that what he really needs to do? I feel as though he needs to connect with the Marines in the back, really. Next wave of Banelings is ready to go. Can he clean up this army? He's already lost his 4th base, which is a little bit troublesome. These Malers are moving forwards, but they're just not getting the connections they need to at this point in time. Bunny just seems to have way too much here, and he'll be able to clean up the rest of these Zerglings. And now the Mutas really need to turn away because he's losing every single Mutalisk, and while everything will die, he's lost so many Mutas and they are not cheap to replace. Already 6 coming up in production. Every single medevac goes down as well though, and that's going to be expensive for Bunny to replace as well. So at this point in time, things are actually still going okay for Jona, I guess, but the real problem is he keeps losing these bases, he keeps losing the economy from there, and you can see in the bottom right, Bunny just has that little bit of extra income, which just keeps stacking up over time. Extra command center is ready to go, 9 o'clock still active, gold base still active. No gold base for Jona, he's got a mind to deal with that, he's going to try and re-establish that now. Some Mutas will come towards this base down here. They might be able to pick up a command center floating around, but